Hi guys, this video is presented by Easy Economics. Today we are going to discuss ISLM model. In part 1 of this video, I will be discussing only IS curve in detail. So let's start. So what is IS curve? IS curve represent good market equilibrium. Here I denote investment and S denote saving. Therefore it is also called investment and saving curve. Okay, or investment saving relation. So it is also representing good market equilibrium or commodity market equilibrium. In good market equilibrium, where it, at good market equilibrium where aggregate demand is equal to income, and aggregate demand, as we know, is consist of consumption, investment plus government expenditure. Uh, and this comes from uh, economic condition of a principle of economic condition of equilibrium, which is AD is equal to Y and S is equal to I. Okay, so we are following this for understanding IS relation. So in the we know that the consumption function look like this, and therefore so the first is demand for good can be represented by all these three, and supply for good represented by y. Therefore at equilibrium we have this condition for is relation, y is equal to c plus I plus g in closed economy. Okay, now what is important here in is curve to understand about I, or which is investment. So in is curve we take investment as not constant, and according to Keynesian model of good market equilibrium, interest rate is an important determinant of investment, and we can see interest rate as a negative function of investment. And that means that if rate of interest is higher, there will be low investment and vice versa. Okay, and A is representing autonomous investment and B is slope of investment curve. So what does it actually tell us? The investment curve will look like this. And why it is important? Because in is relation we also see the relationship between rate of interest and income. So we will follow that, but here we have to understand first the relationship between rate of interest and investment, which can be helpful for derivation in is curve. So as the rate of interest changes, it will affect investment. Okay, it will affect investment and it will affect aggregate demand as well as uh, income. Okay, and how it will do that, and we will see this through with the uh, uh, help of diagrams in the upcoming PPT. Okay, so let's start. uh, from so what we have learned here, key is also showing the relationship between the national level of income and various rate of interest. So as the rate of interest decreases, the investment will increase. Why? Because now businessmen can take mo- greater investment at a lower level of interest, which will be more profitable for the investor. So is condition will look like this in the closed economy, but in open economy there will be net export net export included in the within the equation. So here consumption is a function of income and tax, and investment is a function of income and rate of interest, and government spending is remained as constant, as we take in within the models in various model in macroeconomics. So first of all we need to derive the is equation. So we have this equation. Now we will put consumption function and investment function within this equation. So if we put consumption function and investment function, the equation will look like this. And now if we solve it, it will go here, and it will open we will open all this. So you will have this equation. Now if we take y constant, y common outside, then you have 1 minus b, then 1 minus will go and divide the whole equation. Okay, now if we take all this as a constant, then you have this equation, and this is your, after solving all of this, you will be getting this equation, and this is your IS curve equation. Okay, this will make your IS curve. So IS curve will look like this, and it's a function of rate of interest and national income, okay, or level of income. So this is your derivation of IS curve. So we can see here that rate of interest decreases, investment increases, and we what we need to understand here is this B curve, panel B curve. Okay, so focus on panel B curve here. As we can see, the rate of interest decreases, the investment changes and increases too, and it will shift the aggregate expenditure curve to C plus 1 I0 to C plus I1, and so on. Okay, and whenever it increases, it cut at equilibrium line at a different point. So E1, E2, and every point we can see that there is a relationship between rate of interest and national income as well, and this will be represented by IS curve. Okay, so even at A, B and C, and we can see that as rate of interest decreases, national income increases. Okay, so we know as rate of interest decreases, investment increases, and therefore aggregate expenditure curve increase shift upwards. Okay, and we can see therefore the changes in national income. Okay, so what does IS curve represent? IS curve is a downward sloping left to right uh, curve, and it shows the relationship between rate of interest and equilibrium national income. Okay, so all point on this curve representing good market equilibrium. Okay, what does it means? That total quantity of good produced is equal to the total quantity of good demanded. Okay, and now so in the in the next in the next video I will discuss slope of IS curve and shift in IS curve in detail. So hope you will like this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. More video will be coming in the upcoming week. Thank you.